Hey, fellow YouTubers. So, I was watching YouTube videos, and there's this one about this woman that's starting some Chinese woman that's starting some new religion, and she says that well, the guy mentioning talking in the video says that it's amazing how it's regular practice in this religion to take Jesus's name in vain. That's really strange. But the woman, Chinese woman that's starting the religion, says that she is Jesus Christ herself in the second coming. And so once again, the guy that's speaking, the talking head, mentions read Matthew 24, and you'll see that this woman is not the second coming. But, as I'm reading Matthew 24, I come across this awful horror. So I want to read Matthew 24, verse 15. You will see the awful horror of which the prophet Daniel spoke. It will be standing in the holy place. So I did a little research, and that's referring to the Temple Mount, or the rock, the holy place where Abraham was to sacrifice his son Isaac. And the holies of holies was there, and that's where the curtain was ripped when Jesus died at Golgotha, Golgotha. So let me continue. It'll be standing in the holy place. Note to reader, understand what this means. And then you look down at the footnote, and it mentions Daniel 9:27, Daniel 11:31, and Daniel 12:11, and 1 Maccabees 1, verse 54. So this terminology has been used in all these different books and verses of the awful horror. And what it's referring to is the temple that's there now on the Holy of Holies, the Temple Mount. So right now I think it's Muslim. And Daniel explains through all these different verses that Jesus won't be able to come for his second coming unless this awful horror is removed from this focal point of God on earth. There's no other place more focal to God. So 3 different religions, Muslim, Judaism, and Catholicism, all look upon this same rock as God's focal point. And so, it's pretty clear that there's significance there. But according to Daniel, he gives a lot of 7 times 70 and all these different terms to express when this will happen. And according to others' research that I looked up, that equals 226, that it needs to be removed by that time. And so I don't know how that's going to happen. I don't know if we as Christians and Catholics have to think about taking that upon ourselves to try to make that happen. I mean, I'm sure the Muslims do not want that. I think right now it's referred to as Temple Mount. So I'm sorry I didn't get all my terms correct. But the Muslims have a temple on the holiest place on earth, according to Muslims, Jewish, and Catholics. This is God's focal point. And this is what Daniel is referring to as the awful horror. And that it's standing in the holy place. And so we only have 6 years, I guess, in order to get that down, to make it clean for Jesus' second coming. I think that's kind of interesting. So, maybe correct me. Give me some correction on my terms, or, let me know what research you've done and how it maybe agrees with what I just explained, or maybe differs. that's one thing that just always invokes so much conversation is interpretation of the Bible. And it's through that interpretation and those conversations that, we can get a better understanding. So I would love to hear any comments, or like or dislike, share. Okay, God bless.